Imagine this. What if you could understand exactly what women truly desire? How would you use that knowledge? Sounds amazing, right? But here's the twist. If you could magically read a woman's mind, you might still find yourself scratching your head in confusion. Why? Because about 80% of what women deeply want is never said out loud. They won't ask for it, and they won't make it obvious. This reminds me of Stoicism, where the real strength lies in understanding what's not immediately obvious and embracing it with calm confidence. Hi there, this is James, and in today's video, we're diving into 9 things women absolutely love but will never ask for. Trust me, the 6th one is going to blow your mind, so stick around until the very end. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe if you're ready to transform how you handle relationships using the power of Stoicism. Every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. Ready? Let's jump right in. 1. Be unpredictable. Alright, here's a little secret that not many people talk about. Unpredictability is one of the most magnetic traits a man can have. It's not just about being spontaneous for the sake of it. It's about keeping her on her toes and sparking that sense of excitement that makes her feel alive. Think about it. Women, by nature, are drawn to mystery. They love a man who can keep them guessing. There's something thrilling about not knowing what's coming next. It's that curiosity, that little flutter in the chest that comes with wondering, what's he going to do next? Now, let's be real for a moment. Imagine if a guy just did the same things every single time. Same routine, same places, same lines. At first it might feel comfortable, but over time it gets, well, a little boring. It's like reading the same chapter of a book over and over. When there's no unpredictability, she can figure you out in no time. And once that happens, it's easy for the spark to fizzle out. But here's the kicker. Being unpredictable doesn't mean being unreliable or constantly changing plans. It's about adding those unexpected moments that shake things up in a good way. Think of it as creating a little surprise, like planning a date somewhere new or starting a conversation she didn't see coming. You're not just offering routine, you're offering adventure. And who doesn't love that? When a relationship starts feeling too predictable, though, you might notice some subtle signs. She might stop responding to your messages as quickly, cancel plans, or maybe even disappear for a bit. And here's where things get important. Don't chase after her when this happens. It's not about playing games. It's about having the confidence to know when to pull back. Sometimes the best thing you can do is let her feel the absence, so she starts wondering about you again. Now, if you want to stand out and keep her intrigued, here's the Stoic part of this. Embracing unpredictability isn't just about being random, it's about knowing that life has its ups and downs and being okay with the flow of it. The Stoics talk a lot about being steady, not because we can control everything, but because we embrace the uncertainty of life. By being unpredictable in a positive way, you're living in alignment with that Stoic mindset, comfortable with the unknown and ready to face whatever comes with grace and strength. So what's the takeaway? Be the guy who adds adventure, who surprises her in a thoughtful way, and keeps her wondering what's next. The more you break free from the usual, the more she'll stay intrigued. And remember, unpredictability doesn't mean inconsistency. It's about being stable in your own strength, but allowing a little room for adventure to make her fall even deeper for you. 2. Be a great listener. Now let me tell you something that might seem simple on the surface, but is actually a game changer. Listening. I know, it sounds easy, right? But being really good at it? That's a whole different ballgame. Women truly appreciate a man who doesn't just hear their words, but actually listens to them. In relationships, communication is the foundation, and listening is the key half of the equation. So here's the problem. Many guys fall into this trap of passive listening. You've probably seen it or even done it yourself, physically there but mentally checked out. You hear the words, sure, but you don't really connect. You're kind of just going through the motions. But here's the thing. That's not what makes you stand out. What sets you apart is active listening. Really tuning in, engaging, and showing that what she's saying matters to you. Active listening isn't just about nodding and giving an occasional while you're scrolling through your phone. It's about putting down the distractions, locking in eye contact, and responding with genuine questions or thoughts that show you're actually absorbing what she's sharing. When you make her feel like what she's saying is important, she feels valued, respected, and truly seen. That's a powerful feeling, trust me. Now, why does this matter so much? Well, women, by nature, are communicators. They express their thoughts, their feelings, their desires, and sometimes they just need someone who will be there and listen. They notice when someone is really making an effort to understand them. When you practice active listening, you create a safe space for her to open up, which builds trust and emotional depth in your relationship. But here's the part that most guys get wrong. You don't have to fix her problems or offer advice unless she specifically asks for it. Most of the time, she doesn't need a fix. She just needs to feel heard. It's not about offering solutions right away. It's about showing her that her thoughts and feelings are worthy of attention. When you do this consistently, something amazing happens. She feels more comfortable around you, she'll trust you more, and she'll start to open up on a deeper level. The more you show that you care by really listening, the more she'll engage and connect with you. This is the stuff that sets you apart from the guys who overlook this simple but incredibly powerful way of building connection. And here's a little Stoic perspective for you. The Stoics believe in the power of being fully present, of focusing on what's in front of you without distractions. Listening well is a perfect example of this. It's not just about hearing her words, it's about being in the moment with her, embracing what's unfolding and responding with wisdom and understanding. By doing this, you're not only building a better relationship, but also practicing the Stoic ideal of mindfulness and presence. It's about making sure you're giving her the attention she deserves, without the rush or the pressure to fix anything. So, the next time you're with her, put down your phone, lock eyes, and really listen. Trust me, the difference it makes is remarkable. 3. Don't be too much of a nice guy. Alright, let's talk about something that might hit close to home for a lot of guys out there, the nice guy trap. Now, don't get me wrong, respect is absolutely essential in any relationship, but there's this fine line, right? You want to be respectful, but you don't want to cross over into the territory where your kindness starts to feel like submission. You know the type. The guy who treats her like a queen, puts her on a pedestal, and forgets to assert himself. He's constantly pleasing her, but somewhere along the way, he loses his sense of self. And that's where the problem starts. When you go too far into that nice guy territory, you're not only putting yourself at a disadvantage, you're also making things feel, well, a little boring. The issue isn't that you're being kind or thoughtful, of course. Those are qualities women love. The issue is when that kindness turns into predictability. You become so nice that you start to fade into the background. You're safe, sure, but also dull. And that's where the attraction starts to fade. Now, what's the solution? Simple. Find the balance. Don't be afraid to be bold. And no, bold doesn't mean rude or disrespectful. It just means standing firm in your sense of self. It's about being confident and knowing what you want, and being willing to express it without fear. Women are drawn to men who have the courage to take the lead, who know when to challenge them in a fun and exciting way. It's the playful teasing, the willingness to take a risk and flirt, that sparks the excitement. But here's the thing. Don't confuse confidence with arrogance. Confidence isn't about belittling her or treating her poorly. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are, and not being afraid to show that you're more than just the nice guy. You have your own life, your own passions, and your own boundaries. And once you start showing her that you're not afraid to be yourself, she'll start seeing you as someone interesting, someone she wants to pursue. You see, this is where the Stoic philosophy comes in. The Stoics believed that true wisdom comes from understanding who you are, knowing your worth, and standing firm in your beliefs, without needing external validation. So instead of molding yourself to fit what you think she wants, take a step back. Focus on who you are at your core. Stand by your values, assert your boundaries, and let her see the full, confident, and real version of you. When you're grounded in this sense of self, The relationship becomes stronger, and there's a genuine connection, because you're not hiding behind the mask of the nice guy anymore. And here's where it gets even better. When you stop trying so hard to please, something amazing happens. You start living life with more purpose, more excitement, and guess what? That energy is contagious. She'll be drawn to your confidence, your boldness, and your willingness to take charge. That's the stuff that keeps things exciting, and most importantly, it keeps her engaged. Because no one wants to be with someone who's predictable, right? Be a man who brings something new, something exciting to the table. You'll be amazed at how it shifts the dynamic. So go ahead, be kind, but never lose that sense of adventure and boldness. Treat her with respect, but also let her see that you have a life of your own, full of passion, confidence, and the courage to take risks. That's the man she'll start chasing, not the one who's sitting in the corner always trying to please. 4. Dress to impress. First impressions matter, and the way you look plays a big part in how people see you. Women pay close attention to how a man presents himself, and dressing well is a surefire way to make a lasting impact. But here's the thing. It's not about wearing expensive designer clothes. Dressing well means wearing clothes that fit you properly, suit your body type, and show off your personality. How you groom yourself also plays a role. Good hygiene and a friendly attitude are just as important. Picture this. A woman has spent time getting ready. Her hair is done, makeup is on point, and she's dressed stylishly. Then she meets a guy who shows up in wrinkled clothes and messy hair. What does that say? It gives the impression that he doesn't care, which can be a total turnoff. You don't need a closet full of fancy clothes to look good. Just invest in a few classic pieces that make you look sharp and put together. Stick with neutral colors, clean lines, and clothes that fit comfortably. A well-fitted blazer, shiny shoes, and a neat hairstyle can make a world of difference. Dressing well isn't just about looking good for others. It's about feeling good in your own skin. When you look your best, you naturally feel more confident, and that confidence will shine through in everything you do. When you take pride in your appearance, you're showing respect for yourself and for the people around you. Hey, quick pause. I want to hear from you. Out of these traits, which one do you think is the most important when it comes to attracting a woman? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you've ever noticed how these traits show up in your own life, share a story with us. I'd love to know your thoughts. It'll definitely help get the conversation going. So, comment "I've got this" if you're ready to take your game to the next level, or tell me which trait you're already mastering. 5. Take charge. Women are naturally attracted to men who can take the lead. But here's the catch. Leadership isn't about being bossy or controlling. It's about being decisive, confident, and assertive. Whether you're planning a date, picking a restaurant, or making long-term choices, women appreciate a man who knows what he wants and takes action. Indecisiveness is a turnoff. A guy who constantly asks, "What do you want to do?" or puts every decision on her can seem passive or unsure of himself. On the flip side, a man who confidently makes decisions and takes the initiative shows that he's reliable and capable. For example, on a date, take charge by picking where to sit or suggesting a fun activity. This shows her that you've got things covered and that you're someone who makes her feel safe and cared for. But remember, taking charge doesn't mean ignoring her thoughts or preferences. It's about leading with confidence while also respecting her needs. When you strike that balance between confidence and consideration, you make her feel valued and cherished. That's the secret to being a truly attractive man. 6. Master the art of pleasing her. One of the most important yet often overlooked skills a man can have is the ability to make his partner feel truly pleased, especially in intimate moments. Many women have shared that their partners either rush through intimacy or treat it like a routine. This can create distance and leave her feeling unfulfilled. Real intimacy is about more than just physical satisfaction. It's about connecting emotionally and showing care. Take your time and focus on her pleasure. Pay attention to how she feels, listen to her reactions, and be present. When you give her your full attention and enthusiasm, she feels special and appreciated. Each woman is different, so it's important to learn what she likes and pay attention to her cues. Don't treat intimacy like a task to check off a list. Instead, view it as a chance to grow closer and show her how much you care. Confidence and communication are key. If you're unsure about what she likes, don't be afraid to ask. Being open and curious helps build trust and makes your connection stronger. By putting effort into this, you show that you're not only caring, but also that her happiness and satisfaction matter to you. Trust me, she'll notice, and it will make her even more attracted to you. 7. Learn to say no. Setting boundaries is key in any relationship. While it's natural to want to make your partner happy, always saying yes to everything can make you seem like a pushover. Women respect men who know their limits and aren't afraid to speak up for themselves. Saying no doesn't mean being rude or uncaring. It simply means you are staying true to your values and needs. For example, if she asks for something unreasonable or pushes your limits, it's okay to say no. This doesn't make you less thoughtful. It makes you more respectable. Women sometimes test men to see how strong and confident they are. If you always agree with everything, she might start seeing you as someone who can't stand up for himself. But if you confidently assert your boundaries, you'll earn her respect. Think of it this way: scarcity creates value. If you're always available and say yes all the time, she might start taking your efforts for granted. But when you learn to say no when needed, it creates a healthier balance in the relationship. This doesn't mean being stubborn or unwilling to compromise. It's about finding a balance where both of your needs are respected. When you prioritize your own values and goals, you'll naturally attract a partner who values you for who you really are. 8. Embrace emotional strength. Emotional strength is something women really admire. It's not about hiding your feelings or acting like you don't care. It's about handling your emotions with maturity and strength. A man who can stay calm when things are tough, face challenges without losing his cool, and support others when they need it is very attractive. Life has its ups and downs, and women want a partner who they can lean on when times get hard. Emotional strength shows that you can be there for her, like a solid rock, during the tough times. It's about being kind and understanding while still keeping your composure and confidence. This doesn't mean you can't show your emotions. Being honest and open about how you feel can help you connect even more deeply. It's all about balance, being open without seeming weak. Emotional strength also means handling criticism or rejection without getting upset. Women respect men who take feedback well and use it to grow. When you work on your emotional strength, you become a better partner and a stronger person overall. This trait can improve all parts of your life, from relationships to work to friendships. Aim to be a man who faces challenges with strength while still being caring and understanding. This balance will make you someone people admire, not just for being reliable, but for being emotionally strong too. 9. Show purpose and ambition. Women are naturally attracted to men who have a clear sense of direction and ambition. A man who knows what he wants in life and works hard to achieve it shows confidence and drive. This trait is powerful because it signals stability and determination. Having a purpose doesn't mean you need to be rich or at the top of your game. It's about having a vision for your future and actively taking steps toward it. Whether you're working on your career, chasing a passion, or growing as a person, what matters is your dedication to becoming better. Ambition also earns respect. A man with goals shows he's not satisfied with staying the same. This makes the relationship more exciting, as she knows you're always working to improve, not just for yourself, but for your future together. However, ambition should be balanced with care for your partner. While it's great to focus on your goals, don't forget her or make her feel like she's competing with your ambitions. Involve her in your journey and show her she's an important part of your life. When you live with purpose, you become more attractive. Your drive, commitment, and focus set you apart as a man who is worthy of admiration and love. Thank you for watching. These 9 traits are just the start of what it means to be a high-value man. Remember, self-improvement is a journey, not a destination. By applying these principles, you'll not only improve your relationships but also grow as a person. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content on mastering relationships and personal growth. Stay confident, stay ambitious, and stay masculine. Until next time, take care and keep striving for greatness.